right, guys, this part out alone took me like an hour and a half. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be tackling our rebrickable model for the Lego Technic Jeep Wrangler conversion. So this is going to build a Jeep Bruiser, which was the predecessor to the Gladiator. It was kind of like a custom mod that would be done by Wrangler owners. But I am a big fan of this rebrickable model. I'm a big Jeep fan. So I guess first off, we're going to go ahead and part this out, separate all of our pieces so we can really kind of see what we're working with. So I got my big desk over here, and then we moved our adjustable height desk because we got some casters for it at Home Depot the other day. So yeah, I got lots of nice workspace here. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're taking everything out of the box. I've never done a rebrickable model before like this, and I've definitely never done a Lego Technic rebrickable model, so I have no idea how I'm going to separate all this stuff. I guess I'm going to do probably pins, plates, gears, and panels is just my initial thought, but we'll see what happens. The size of the manual is just absolutely bananas. My goal is to be able to get completely through this today. Right now it's about 9 o'clock. I've got from like 9 until 1:30, and then probably like 3 till 8 tonight. Those are my hours to build, so I'm hoping that I can get through this. I know there's two big PDF downloads. So I hope I can get through this today. This is going to be crazy. All right, so we are done parting out our set. I may have bitten off more than I can chew. There are a ton of pieces in this set, which I knew there would be. You know, it being a Technic set with over 1,000 pieces, it's definitely going to be, you know, a pretty intensive part out. But to make it a little bit easier on me and to make the build go as fast as possible, I'm going to try to break these down even further. All right, so I found these little trays here that I cut off of the inserts for some of the advent calendars. And what I actually did with those was I put them in my drawers to help just separate some of my pieces by color. So we've got like tiles. These are all snot bricks, and then these are all down here are like modified decorative bricks. So I had to cut one row off to make them fit. So I'm going to take these, and I'm going to use these to go through some of these trays that are overfilled to separate these a little bit further. All right, guys, I'm really starting to second guess this whole part out idea. Yeah, so we've got everything separated. I've got my parts up here. I think I'm going to be using these parts more often because it's like our Technic pins. All of our axles and stuff are up here. And then we've got all our connectors over here, all of our blocks and tiles here. Then we've got our larger panel pieces there. We separated all of our gears, more connectors, round connectors, and then 2x connectors there. We've got all of our suspension stuff here. We've got all of our larger Technic beams here, all of our angle ones here, and our instructions over here. So we're gonna build right here on the desk, and then I should be able, you know, I'm a little bit higher than this table here, so I should be able to just kind of turn, look and see what I need, and then get back to the build. Hopefully, by putting the work into parting this out, this will be a lot faster of a build, and then we can get into a review relatively soon. Okay, guys, so a little update. We're 64 steps in, and we've completed what essentially is the main part of the drivetrain. So this is going to be like the center console area. So imagine like the rest of the truck is like up here somewhere. Then we're going to have like rear axle, front axle, engine's going to come off this way. So this is like only the, I think, fourth like larger Technic set that I've ever built. And I think these are just super cool. I don't ever think I'll get into the cars, but any of the trucks that they turn out, you know, I definitely think I'm gonna have to throw these together, just because like it's very neat. Like, so on this side you've got the drive in reverse, and then for the four-wheel drive you've got low and high, and then what you actually have are these pieces here that once you shift, it actually engages that piece there. Same for that side. And so right now you've just got it in neutral. Same in this side, it's in neutral. So to engage those gears, you want to run it either in high or in low. All right, so we are on step 82, and I ran into my first issue. So on step 82 here, it calls for one of these Technic pins that has the coupling on the end of it to go into this section here. However, a previous step has that same type of pin going in this orientation. So there's no way to actually put that in there. And you can see it shows that it's sticking out, but then on the next step, you can see over on this side that there's nothing sticking out. So I'm assuming it should be one of these red pins that are just holding this piece in place, because these L pieces here are attached somewhere else. So, you know, that kind of stuff happens with custom instructions. It's no big deal. I think we got to figure it out. All right, guys. So we are on step 208. We have finished the majority of the rolling chassis, the front end, the engine, the rear end, most of the gears. And now we are doing some detail work on the engine on the next couple steps. Really fun build. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think it's going to be this is going to be a massive model when it gets done. All right, so we're about at step 250, and we're building out the headrest for the front seat. And this is the way that it wants you to build it, but it's pretty loose, the connection point here. So what I'm doing is I just pulled some pieces from my own collection just to strengthen that up a little bit. All right, guys, so this is where we're going to finish this one off. We're at step 311. And it is nice and dark outside, 8:30 at night. We have been chugging along on this thing for between the part out and the actual building process, I'd say solid 8 hours or so. This is as far as we've gotten. We have the full engine section done. The cab is pretty much done. We got the bed on. We've got the suspension on there, and we actually, what really cost us some time is we kind of made a goof. So there's 2 PDFs that you get when you buy this mock. So one is the standard PDF that we're in, and what that does is it lets you build this with the Land Rover Defender tires over there. So you can build it out just like this with those tires, no issues. Now, if you want to put the larger tires, which we have over there, the larger tires and rims on it, you actually have to change the way that the suspension is built. So what we had to do was we actually had to take off most of this, part of this, and then part of the front clip up here, so we could drop these sway bars down and then relocate our shocks. So the shocks in the front and the rear both had to be relocated because the tire size is pretty big. And it kind of hit me once I put the bed on, and I realized that the axle was, you know, it was essentially, it was way up here. And I was like, that's not right. It doesn't make sense. So I started looking at it, double checking it, and just double checking the reference photos. And it was wrong. It was definitely wrong. So got everything hooked up. Everything's working properly. We got the steering action in here. It's working properly. So that's all good. And the suspension is it's really nice. We got some nice travel there. So you got independent suspension on both sides. Same on the front. Working out nice. But if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like button. subscribe, and hit that bell notification for more awesome content. We will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.